On the 20th of July, 1973, during the filming of Game of Death, Bruce Lee, aged just 32, passed away unexpectedly. The hospital declared the time of death to be 11:38 p.m. On the morning of the 21st of July, Linda Lee Cadwell, Bruce Lee's wife, held a press conference to announce that Bruce Lee had passed away suddenly at home the previous night, with her and their 2 children by his side. 2 of Bruce Lee's close friends also confirmed Linda's statement. However, astute reporters quickly discovered that they were lying. Journalists uncovered the ambulance records showing Bruce Lee being taken to the hospital and found that Linda's account of Bruce Lee's time of death, condition, and other details didn't match up with the medical records at all. A few days later, the Star Daily, Chingpo Daily from Hong Kong, suddenly exposed that Bruce Lee did not have an accident at home, and his wife Linda was not by his side when he passed away. He died on the bed of actress Betty Ting Pei, turned a blind eye to Bruce Lee's affair. In her view, Bruce Lee's involvement with Betty Ting Pei was merely for excitement and novelty. In 2014, Betty Ting Pei sat down for an interview with a popular talk show where she recounted the events that occurred back then. On the afternoon of the 20th of July, 1973, at 3 p.m., Raymond Chow arrived at Bruce Lee's home to discuss matters regarding the film shoot. This was less than 9 hours before Bruce Lee's death. At 5 p.m., Bruce Lee and Raymond Chow arrived together at Betty Ting Pei's home to continue their discussion about the movie. At 7:30 p.m., the 3 of them had planned to have dinner together, but Bruce Lee suddenly felt a headache and wanted to rest for a while. Betty Ting Pei gave him one of her usual painkillers, and Bruce Lee then went to Betty's room and lay down on the bed for a while Raymond Chow went ahead to the restaurant by himself. At 8:30 p.m., Betty Ting Pei went into the room to check on Bruce Lee and found him sound asleep. By 9 o'clock, she went in to check on him again and discovered that he was still sleeping deeply and couldn't be woken up no matter what. She quickly called Raymond Chow. At 9:30, Raymond Chow rushed over and found Bruce Lee unresponsive. Betty Ting Pei quickly called her private doctor. At 10:10, the private doctor, Dr. Zhu Bohuai, arrived. By this time, Bruce Lee showed no signs of life. Dr. Zhu performed CPR, but unfortunately, it was ineffective. Finally, they called an ambulance and informed Bruce Lee's wife, Linda. At 11 o'clock in the evening, Bruce Lee was finally transported to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. Doctors carried out a series of resuscitation measures, but it was beyond hope. At 11:38 p.m., Bruce Lee was officially pronounced dead. The news shocked the entire city in an instant. On the 3rd of September 1973, the coroner's inquest into Bruce Lee's death commenced at the Tsuen Wan Magistrates Court in Hong Kong. After 7 days of proceedings, 3 male jurors unanimously ruled that Bruce Lee died by misadventure, with the cause of death being a hypersensitive reaction to pain medication resulting in cerebral edema. Pathologists discovered blood clots and an aneurysm in Bruce Lee's brain, and traces of marijuana were found in his stomach, although the court deemed marijuana not lethal. Apart from the cause of death, there's another detail that adds a touch of mystique to Bruce Lee's legendary passing. Bruce Lee himself had predicted his own death. Bruce Lee once told Game of Death actor John Saxon, "There may not be another Bruce Lee." Upon returning to the Hong Kong studio, Bruce Lee also told actor Shek Kin, "Uncle Kin, I won't live as long as you do." It seems that Betty Ting Pei was not surprised by Bruce Lee's passing either. She felt that Bruce Lee had always been in poor health since childhood, and practicing martial arts to such an extent had depleted him completely. Moreover, many still believe that there's an eerie resonance between the story told in Bruce Lee's final film, Game of Death, and his own passing. The movie narrates the journey of a warrior who ventures into a 7-story pagoda to obtain a legendary treasure. After a fierce battle, he reaches the top only to receive an ancient saying, "Life is but a journey to await death." Little did they know, this phrase would foreshadow Bruce Lee's own fate, leaving the film tragically unfinished, a poignant reminder of what might have been. Though Bruce Lee has passed away, the discourse surrounding his martial arts prowess continues unabated even to this day. Bruce Lee already had a foundation in Oriental martial arts, and had also been exposed to many Western combat techniques in the United States. So he wondered, could he create a hybrid martial art? Bruce Lee combined traditional Chinese martial arts with modern Western combat, basing his research on Wing Chun to create his own martial art called Jeet Kune Do. The concept of this martial art is simple, practical, and direct. He explained Jeet Kune Do as the art of fighting without fighting, meaning to defeat the opponent before they even have a chance to strike. Actually, the ongoing battle between the fervent Bruce Lee fans, known as the Lee fans, and the detractors, dubbed as the Lee haters, has never ceased over the years. Their contention isn't about whether Bruce Lee knows Kung Fu, but rather if he possesses real combat prowess. For instance, his airborne leg swings showcased in movies may look impressive, but in practical combat, they raise significant issues such as telegraphing movements, exaggerated motions, susceptibility to imbalance, and exposing one's back to the opponent. Regarding combat sports, I'm not overly knowledgeable, but objectively speaking, during Bruce Lee's era, various forms of martial arts competitions were still in their infancy. Bruce Lee didn't undergo extensive real combat tests, which may be why his combat abilities remain a subject of controversy to this day. While some may question Bruce Lee's combat prowess, nobody doubts that he is an idol transcending borders. He isn't just China's Bruce Lee or Asia's Bruce Lee, he's the world's Bruce Lee. Many admire him not just as a martial artist, but also as a remarkable philosopher. In 1971, Bruce Lee made a guest appearance in Longstreet. In the movie, he played himself and delivered a memorable line about water.
Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
In the same year, Bruce Lee appeared on The Pierre Berton Show and expressed that the dialogue about water encapsulated his philosophical beliefs. Water's nature is fluid. It finds paths around, and even through obstacles. Bruce Lee thought of this as limitless. Water adapts to its surroundings. While it may seem calm and still, it can flow in any possible direction. This laid the foundation for Bruce Lee's core philosophy in Jeet Kune Do, using no way as a way, having no limitation as limitation. Everything comprises both limited and limitless aspects. In the realm of the limited, create the limitless. In the realm of the limitless, control the limited. When water encounters an obstacle, it remains calm and patient, yet poised for action. Once the obstacle is removed, it immediately flows forth without hesitation. Therefore, Bruce Lee remarked that in the face of competition and obstacles, water is always relaxed yet prepared. This parallels his calm yet explosive martial arts style, exhibiting a similar effectiveness. Bruce Lee became an unforgettable legend globally, not just because of his martial arts prowess, but due to his philosophical outlook that transcended East and West, coupled with his forward-thinking mindset. It's these qualities that make him an eternal icon, with his martial arts skills merely scratching the surface of his true charisma.